Hello viewers, welcome to another beautiful episode of Football Unfiltered. So we'll be looking at the Premier League review of the weekend. So we'll be starting with Newcastle, Manchester City. Please, I'll be starting with you. What do you think about this game?
Let me first say good evening, everyone. It's
Okay.
beautiful again to be in the
Good
studio
deal.
to talk football. This round leather game that we actually love.
Yeah.
Another beautiful weekend. We have seen so many actions. So starting with Newcastle versus Man City. To be honest, I was surprised
Yeah.
because on the norms, I personally thought Man City would win,
Win the game.
even though I knew that Newcastle would battle to win. I was thinking even if Man City win, it would be in a small margin, but
Yeah.
eventually Newcastle actually drew that game.
Yeah.
But if you look at the situation that Man City is at the moment, I looked at the starting lineup, the likes of Rodri did not play, somebody like Kelvin De Bruyne did not start.
Yeah.
I looked at their bench, bringing their bench with no normal Man City bench. So one of the things about Man City that make them succeed is that they actually have good depth.
Yes, exactly.
But going into the Newcastle game, when I saw the lineup, when I went to the viewing center and I looked at the quality of the bench, I knew that this would be a very difficult game
for them to
so
win.
When they scored first, I felt okay. What they need to do is to just hold on to that one. Then I looked before I knew it. Newcastle equalized, and immediately Newcastle equalized. I just knew that Man City will definitely drop points that day.
Okay, so what's your opinion about this Newcastle Man City game, Emmanuel?
Let me also begin by greeting our viewers and appreciate them for staying tuned to this channel, and also encourage them to continue, and also hope that subsequently will bring more exciting analysis into the game. Then for Man City Newcastle, my colleague Blaze has said much about it. It was a surprising game for people who understand Man City very well. They think that they thrive more when they are coming from maybe a draw.
Yes,
they thrive more. They think that they are winning. Yes, they want to score more, but then Man City thrives more when they are coming from, just like what happened just recently between Man City and Arsenal. So that Man City added more pressure because they were trying to. That's what happened in the game against Newcastle. They were trying to get a win at the end of the day, but then it wasn't coming. But the surprising one was that Newcastle was able to pull a draw with Man City because nobody expected Newcastle to actually come up with that kind of performance. But then it's football. And kudos to Newcastle.
Before we go into the next game, I wanted to say that coming into the season, I was confident that the only team that will be able to compete this season is Man City. But the thing about football is that you might be confident about something at the moment, then something happens.
If
you're looking at it, changes everything. Exactly. If you're looking at the Man City squad now, I think if they eventually win, it's going to be a miracle because they're going to suffer from the next game. Look at their midfield the last game. It was something as you understand that this is not Man City. This is not Man City. So the only thing Pep can do now is how to manage his squad till January. Then he uses the January window to try and
other
bring in the players. But if it's with what the strength they have now, I read that Rodri is out for the whole of the season. And you know how instrumental Rodri is
to the team.
Somebody like Kelvin De Bruyne, he's getting old, he's getting injured.
He's now an injury-prone player.
So I think Man City will actually it will cause them to struggle. Can Arsenal, can Liverpool, can even Chelsea capitalize on this?
Exactly. Okay, so I'll be starting with you, my Arsenal fan. So the last Arsenal game between Arsenal and Leicester City, you guys played 4-2 after a very long struggle to win the game. So what's your opinion about this game, Arsenal game?
The game ended in our favor. The game was actually a surprising game because Arsenal was winning 2-0 in the first half.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden we relaxed. And that's one problem I have with Arsenal. You know, I don't know if the coach will listen or will watch the game. Arsenal needs to learn that Man City.
Yes.
If they start hammering,
they will keep scoring.
I don't understand how you relax because you're playing 2-0 and you feel you won the game and you want to be Arsenal like this Sam Bakan and football. They want to tap the ball, bet the ball. When you're winning 2-0, you feel 2-0 is enough. But you can see that in Premier League now, even 2-0 is not enough.
Nothing.
You know, so Arsenal actually did a good one by coming back again to win the game, because when the game entered 2-2, Leicester City were actually
exactly.
So it was just the little changes that Leicester made, bringing in one Henry and then some other players that actually changed the game, and then Arsenal was able to come up with the
and to even think that they scored the extra 2 goals in the additional minutes.
That was when the changes came in. So I think I will give kudos to the coach as well
for making the changes.
I think in the last 3 matches that Arsenal has played, I'm able to see changes after, like I'm able to see goals coming after
he has made some changes.
So it shows that he's improving.
Exactly.
Unlike before, he's improving in match analysis and match wisdom. So
that's actually what distinguishes a coach
and a player. Exactly.
A normal one. Because if you can do in-game analysis, I know this is the right time I'm supposed to
bring in a player or take off
the player. There are matches that there's a kind of player you take off, there's a kind of player
you bring into the game. Exactly.
What this is actually, we have talked about it before. This is actually what Hang is lacking as a coach. But he doesn't know when to make the right changes.
Don't they have assistant coaches? People who are specialized.
We watched the last game in the studio, and I was talking to BUBE. That's Manchester United.
That they even signed.
I was talking to BUBE that they signed 2 or 3 new assistants during the transfer. You don't understand what is happening. When you have a good assistant coach in Van Nasserov, you come to we'll get to Man U.
Why is it that whenever we call Manchester United, everybody will be excited?
Because it's fun to talk about Man U.
A lot to say about Man U.
Okay, back to what we are talking about. Now, one of the key players that was exceptional, which is from the side of Leicester City, was Ndidi. Our Nigerian guy. He was so exceptional in that game. So please, we want to get your own opinion about this Arsenal Leicester City.
Before I go into the Arsenal versus Leicester City game, to be honest, I think that apart the only game Arsenal has played this season, even though they've been winning, they've not lost, that they really impressed me this season was the match they played against Man City. So the match against Leicester, I think it was a lucky win
for them.
Exactly. I felt it was a lucky win, because how will you be winning in Leicester 2-0?
You're not relaxed
to come back
to score.
The only reason they won that game is that they were playing against Leicester. Imagine that you're playing against a bigger team and you're playing 2-0 and you allow them to equalize. That game is definitely
going to end
as a draw, or you lose the game. So I think Arsenal is bigger than making some of these mistakes, especially when they are playing a smaller club. I know that Leicester has this this Premier League pedigree, because they've been in the Premier League. They know what the Premier League is like. But Leicester of today, Arsenal should have won them. I know the same 4-2 they played 4-2, which is a comfortable win. But look at the goals. The third goal came from a corner. The last goal was just Havertz mistakenly just touched the ball and it entered the net. It didn't hit the defender before it touched Havertz. Sorry, Havertz. His own was a corner. And Havertz's own was the one that mistakenly entered. So for me, if you really want to compete, then show you want to compete. You get it's the same 4-2 Chelsea against Brighton. It's a different kind of 4-2. Dominated again. Do you get that? Another thing I wanted to talk about is the Leicester goalkeeper. He was also very exceptional. He saved a lot of goals in that match. Talking about Ndidi, I don't know what this new coach has done to our Ndidi. is like a new player.
Honestly,
he added goals and assists.
Exactly.
To,
In that
the
game.
day is an exceptional defensive midfielder.
Yes.
To start with. For the midfield position, he knows his onions when it comes to that defensive midfield.
Exactly.
So what was difficult for before this season was to maybe add assists and goals to his game.
Yes, exactly.
But it's looking like this season the coach has unlocked the
those
goals
potentials.
I think the coach does not play himself as a defensive midfielder. Quite alright in the present lesson. They play him more in an attacking role.
Yes.
And it's surprising because we don't even in Nigeria we don't expect we don't expect him to score goals. What we expect him to do is to come and hold, mark that
midfield.
So it's a good one for him because one thing that is lacking for us than Nigerians in that midfield is somebody that can create.
Exactly.
We have an Iwobi that creates or he creates in Fulham. Then he comes to he wears the Nigerian national team jersey.
Another different Iwobi.
He forgets how to play. He's an exceptional player, but it's as if that once they wear that green jersey, they just forget how to play. So I think he's a good one for today. But I think by January we'll be going for another international break. Let him bring that group goal
back
scoring
to the national team.
Powers to the national team.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. So let's look at the next game of the weekend, which is between Brentford and West Ham. Fortunately, it's ended in draw, just like you guys predicted.
Well,
that was the prediction.
That
was the prediction.
Why should West Ham win? It's not supposed to be so. West Ham should be winning this game comfortably. If you look at what they did, they are talking about this transfer market because
they got
the quality they added to this. It's like
I feel like these qualities, these players that they signed are yet to blend.
See,
they are yet to blend
because the coach at some point makes changes that even brings confusion.
Exactly.
Are you getting me? So I don't understand.
What kind of, to me, a coach is a coach. If you want to blend the team, you will see that okay, these guys are trying. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like Maresca. If you watch the Chelsea preseason games, we are not winning. We are trying. We lost even to unnecessary things in the preseason game. But as a Chelsea fan, I continuously say, even in the first show, I said that this guy has a pattern and will eventually play. But with West Ham, it's as if that there is no pattern. It's as if they don't. It's as if they don't even know what
Blaze is saying.
Do you get where I'm coming from? Brentford scored first. And they started to struggle to equalize. You don't. This is a West Ham. West Ham before now is a comfortable win. At least at worst they try to qualify at least for the Europa League or Europa Conference. So this season I don't understand what is going on. That's why when some of these small teams make some of the decisions they made, their last coach was there and he was trying to make them compete, and the fans were trying to say we are West Ham, we are bigger than this, we want to go higher. They have sacked him now and it's as if they brought a worse replacement. But let's see, the season is still long. Let's see if he will actually get
his feet back. So viewers, please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. So let's look at Chelsea Brighton game. Oh,
I don't know. Me, calm down again.
It's not
I think Chelsea Brighton game is one of the most interesting games of the week because
BUBE, sorry, I will correct you. It's not one. It was the most interesting game of the week because which other game was even the Spurs that had a red card advantage was not as interesting as
Chelsea game. So Chelsea Brighton games, I will still say is one of the most interesting of the week. Like, how can this our star boy? I think Palmer is now like the Haaland of Chelsea.
See? I don't like Palmer is the best player in the Premier League.
He's the
best player in the Premier League now.
I won't doubt that.
The reason why I was that but Haaland, I say Haaland,
Palmer.
not only scores, he creates
chances.
He assists.
He assists.
He takes his man off. He passes.
He's actually, yes.
Dribbles. He's the best player in the Premier League.
You just feed, you feed him and he will score. So he is. Yes, he is. He's just 22 years. He's just 22.
Honestly, it's not because I am a Chelsea fan.
No, but
it's not because I'm a Chelsea fan.
Seen.
Since Ronaldo, the Premier League has not gotten a Ballon d'Or winner.
Exactly.
But I think the closest chance the Premier League has to getting a Ballon d'Or winner is through Palmer. If Chelsea continues like this and Palmer continues like this, give it at most 2 years.
He's an exceptional player, and he was so exceptional to think that he's the only one that scored these 4 goals that Chelsea have this week.
And he won. What did he win? He's the first player.
Yes, to score 4 goals in first half, and he scored a hat trick within 31 minutes into the game. Exceptional player. So I'll be starting with you, Blaze. My Chelsea fan, I want to get your opinion about Chelsea Brighton game.
I said something on my Facebook page. I said that I'm going to be naming my first daughter, my first child, Palmer. So his name will be Chukuma Palmer.
Yes.
Then any other Igbo name to join, because Palmer is wrong.
Exactly.
So talking about the Chelsea versus Brighton game, Brighton scored first.
Yeah, they actually scored first.
And to be honest, in the viewing center I watched the match, I was too confident. I
that Chelsea
would eventually score and win the game. The next minute, Palmer hits the bar. And then before we knew it, he scored
another
an offside
one.
Goal. Before we knew it, before he now equalized, then he played the pick, and then that's exceptional free kick. Exceptional. So to me, Chelsea is going to compete this season.
Yeah, sure.
They are going to compete this season. Beat what I'm saying so far. People said West Ham will be our greatest test, at least for the matches that we had recently, and we won it comfortably. The next test would have been a Brighton that is also a team that at least they are organized. If you watch Brighton, you know they are organized.
So you even think that they defeated Manchester United and they even drawed Arsenal.
They defeated and drew Arsenal. So they are not a smart. They are not a walkover team.
They are.
So people felt that this is a test for this man, Arsenal guy. And he actually took that test well. If you watch the game, the 2 goals mistakes
from Sanchez.
So what I'm trying to say is that this game is a game that Chelsea would have comfortably won without even these 2 goals. Even leaving the 4 goals now, Chelsea would have even scored more.
Yeah.
Because Sancho scored a goal offside.
Yeah.
Palmer scored a goal offside.
With the one that Jackson also.
Let's not start talking about the chances
that Jackson missed.
He missed, not just Jackson. There were a lot of chances.
Yeah, that was not converted.
Even Neto missed a one-on-one.
Yeah.
So let's see how Chelsea. I just pray that Chelsea continues with this momentum. What Chelsea has played so far, I think that they'll not just. I was saying before this preview that Chelsea will be at the top 4, but now I'm confident that it's not just about the top 4; they will actually compete for the trophy.
I think this current Chelsea squad. I think let me repeat what our Chelsea former coach said, that Chelsea is building a team that every other club is scared to play against. Yes. So I think that's what Maresca is doing currently in this Chelsea squad, and we are seeing the result. Yes, the start of season wasn't okay for them, like the pre-season games. It was so horrible that I was like, if they should go into the season with this performance, that they won't even make it to top 4. But he has changed the narrative. Yeah. So Emmanuel, I want to get your opinion about Chelsea Brighton game.
Well, you both have said a lot, because Blaze here is a Chelsea fan, and I tell him to actually do what he did. Yes, he actually spoke a lot about Chelsea. I mean, I watched the game. It was an interesting game for me. And the game was playing alongside Arsenal games. So I was paying more attention on Arsenal games. Yeah. For me to turn to the other screen and see.
You just be hearing go.
Do you know even when Arsenal? Do you know Arsenal scored first?
Yes. Arsenal
scored first. Then Brighton scored, and it was not like.
So I was like, which one will I watch? But at some point, when I saw 2-2, I said, okay, let me shift my attention. Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Because Chelsea game was more interesting. Like, you need to see fans wanting to see Palmer hold the ball.
Yeah.
The way he passes the ball.
Beyond the goal.
Beyond that goal.
The guy was very interesting yesterday. He was exceptional yesterday. I mean, I love the guy, Palmer. And I see him as a guy who is humble.
Exactly.
Like when he scored, you still see that joy, and he showed that he still has a future in Chelsea. As some players that with this kind of performance now, people all eyes are on him now.
He start feeling big.
He's not going to have issues.
No, he need to go far. Madueke scored a hat-trick against Wolves and he started hanging.
You see what he was handling the next game.
Then the next day, what happened?
So that is David.
Palmer is the star.
Yeah, he is.
The star that has a humble, attitude.
Yeah.
And that is what will take him far.
Yeah.
So I give it to Chelsea.
Okay.
I give it to Chelsea. Honestly.
I think we've complimented Palmer a lot. But what about the signing that we signed? The guy that was loaned from Manchester United to Chelsea, which is Sancho. Sancho provided an assist in that game too. And since Sancho joined Chelsea, he has been doing well.
Yeah.
Please. I want you to say one or two things. Now, when Sancho was at Manchester United, he wasn't this brilliant. What do you think is happening to Sancho of Chelsea? Or what do you think happened back then to Sancho of Manchester United?
Nothing is happening to Sancho. He's the same player that played for Dortmund.
I mean Manchester United.
Yeah, I'll get there. He's the same player that played for Man City Academy, the same player that played for Dortmund. Yeah. This guy is a talent.
He's actually.
You watch Sancho on a norms, you know he's a talent. Even when he left Man United for a short loan at Dortmund,
he still performed. He performed there,
so well that in the Champions League he completed how many dribbles?
Exactly.
So the problem with Sancho in Manchester United, the one, the coach, he had problems with the coach. And when you have problems with the coach, you don't have confidence.
Exactly, it affects your mental
it affects
health.
everything about your game. Not just that. Who are the players surrounding him? You get Sancho play. Sancho is a winger that wants to provide.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not a scoring winger.
Yes, exactly.
He's a providing winger. Go and check his stats from Dortmund. His assists is always higher than his goals. So he scores, but he's a providing kind of winger. So I play to who?
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yes.
To who is finishing these chances I am creating?
Yes.
Do you get that? So at Chelsea, I think another thing about that is happening to Sancho is the culture of the team. When a team starts winning like this, when a team is in form, it affects the other players. So even if you're rubbish, before you know it, you have started playing. That's why you go to a team like Real Madrid. What's the name of this guy that just joined Real Madrid? The striker, not Mbappe, the striker. The guy that came from the Brazilian league. He just joined them. Okay. He's a young boy, 18, and he's scoring. And you're wondering what's happening. He's not exceptional like that.
The team.
So he joined a team that knew well. Eventually he will do well. It will affect him. So beyond the assists he have given in the 3 games, what I like about this game is the way that I will actually beat this man. He will dribble that player. If you're playing left back or center and right back against him, he will beat you. He will actually dribble you. So I think he still has a lot to offer. He has not even given his best. His best yet. This is just a minor part of Sancho. We'll still see more of it.
Okay, so let's look at the next game between Everton and Crystal Palace. I'll be starting with you, Emmanuel. What do you think about this game?
During the preview, I predicted Crystal Palace to win that game because Everton has not been impressive. I don't know why. We said it that Everton is the team that they are trying to take their. Surprisingly, they came in from behind and then they won. So it's football.
Anything can happen.
So I think Everton is actually trying to. I would say they've been watching their previous match because look at the game. Everton came in from behind and they actually went in from the wing and they got those two. So I think what Everton does need to do now is to work on their wingers. Their defense is okay, their midfield is okay, but then I think their problem is just the wingers and then the attacking team. So for me, Everton is actually coming up, but then let's see how far they can go with their
fantastic goals. The 2 goals from Emmanuel.
So,
Fantastic.
so let's see how it goes.
Okay, so Blaze, what do you think? What's your opinion about Nottingham Forest Fulham game? It ended 1-0 in favor of Fulham.
There two mid-table clubs that have been doing well this season. Before that game, Nottingham Forest has not lost.
Yes,
Even though that they not won all.
Yes,
they
were drawing.
They not lost. Going into that game also, Fulham had that massive win against Newcastle.
Exactly.
I was thinking it's going to be a game that goes with all.
Yes.
I was thinking it's going to be a draw game. But eventually, Fulham came out on top and went home with that result.
Yeah.
Kudos to Fulham. They are actually trying to compete this season. They don't want the situation where they'll be again the relegation zone. So that comfortable mid-table maybe is what they are coming for. And maybe at best an European Champions League championship.
Yeah, for the championship. Okay, let's quickly look at the next game, which was between Wolves and Liverpool. And it ended in favor of Liverpool. It ended 2-1 in favor of Liverpool. So I'll be asking you, Blaze, what do you think about this game?
Liverpool top of the league already.
Yeah,
even
enjoying.
It's just with 1 point.
Cruising.
Actually top of the league. The impressive win for them, even though it was just a penalty that they used to secure their 3 points. I think Wolves really
put up a real fight.
They put up a real fight. Even though that they've been putting up a real fight in all their matches this season, and they have also lost.
After fighting, they lost.
It's better you don't even fight.
Fighting and
losing. So you play your best and you're still losing. I don't know what's wrong with this season, but if they continue like this, they might be going back to the championship. And Wolves have really survived in the Premier League for how many seasons now? Since they've been up to 3 or 4 seasons since they came from the championship. I don't know what's happening to them this season, but it's Liverpool. They expected that Liverpool goes home with the 3 points and the next one.
Okay, so let's look at the next game of the week, which was between Ipswich Town and Aston Villa, and it ended draw 2-2. To think that in the last preview we were talking about how exceptional Ipswich Town has been in the league and how wonderful Aston Villa, being the Champions League candidate, has been. So what do you think? What's your opinion about Aston Villa Ipswich game?
I've already said it in the initial so that Ipswich has caught my attention after their game against Man City. I saw how they played against Man City, and I was wondering if the people that came from
relegation.
You know, I would say Aston Villa was lucky. Honestly, Ipswich would have won that game because at the 9 minutes, even when they gave the extra time, Ipswich actually they were still pushing. They weren't playing like okay, since
relax
defend and then wait for a draw. They were coming out to win. So I mean, I know the pattern of play. They are playing like let me say they are playing like a big boys. They're not playing like when
people are just promoted.
Don't be careful so that they don't concede more goals. But if they are coming out,
confident,
they came out and they scored. So it shows that they are beginning to understand what Premier League is. Premier League, you don't fear anything.
Exactly.
The more you keep fearing teams,
the more the teams hammer
you. They hammer you. That is how Premier League works now. So I think Ipswich, they have understood how Premier League works now. And surprisingly, they were able to take it.
So I think they feel that it's better we come out and play and score than
just
relax.
Defending and still end up
losing. So they took their chances. And it's
working for them.
That draw.
Against an Aston Villa,
I know that
it's massive for Ipswich Town. It's massive.
It's
massive because Aston Villa is no longer exporting money. As long as the Premier League is concerned. For Ipswich Town to go there and get that draw, kudos to them. It's a good display.
Kudos to Ipswich. So let's look at the massive game.
Let me laugh a little, please. But you
guys
Manchester United.
You guys didn't even allow me call the name.
and good the team you actually left it for the last.
It's good. It's good. So that we'll take our
time. Like you predicted. Unfortunately, Manchester United lost. So
it's not unfortunate.
It was an unexpected defeat.
Normally, Man United lost to Spurs.
Spurs, yeah.
But Man U is still a victim, no
For
matter
now,
what.
For now, until you sack that.
I don't understand the big thing that's losing to a 20.
Until you sack that Baba.
Why are you not taking it back to the Champions?
I thought you can't tell me you're a big team and you're drawing to 20. What kind of big team is that? What is the 20 that you're drawing to?
Oh my God, please. You guys want to finish Manchester United, and it's so unfortunate. Should I start from you, the Chelsea anti-Manchester United fan, or should I start from you, the Arsenal anti-Manchester United? Okay, let's start with you, Emmanuel. What are your opinion about this game?
I'll keep saying it until you sack Ten Hag, Man U will not get that. Yeah, it will get to a point the players will deliberately
want to lose.
Yeah, as it stands now, maybe they are still trying to play their normal game and put in their game to get it. But because I don't see a game where you're seeing where your mistakes are coming from.
Yeah.
And you're in that place will always say one thing that differentiates you as a coach is your ability to read matches
and make on the
spot. That is one
decision.
See the game between Arsenal and Man City. I keep saying it.
Yeah.
If not for the brilliance of Guardiola, Arsenal would have won that game.
Yeah, sure.
He brought in this guy and before Stones. Thank you.
Everything changed.
And really playing 2-0, and you're still trying to. Yes, well, we'll say it could be that Tottenham was using the advantage of red card, but it was not enough.
Yeah.
It was not enough. Ten Hag needs to learn how to read matches. He really needs to learn how to read matches. Know how to make the right changes, and then let's see if they can actually go far. But then for Onana, I would say he's the only exceptional player of
today's game.
He's easily a 6-0.
Apart from speaking, what of Man U's other games, Onana has actually been pretty. Otherwise, Man U would have been
conceding lots of goals.
Yeah. I don't understand what is really going on at the back line. But then, let's hope. If he's not sacked, he should learn the lesson because his sack is imminent. He's clearing. The man that Alex Ferguson was there and some other big Man U. Like I said, Onana has just been the only savior in Man U so far. Otherwise, Man U would have considered no. I mean, today's game, you see that Onana saved more than three chances.
Easily a 6-0 game.
Yeah. So I think Man U needs to do something about it. If you cannot read the match, if you cannot do the right thing, then you should resign.
Exactly.
Honorably before you get sacked.
Okay, so to you, Blaze, what do you have to say about this red card? Do you think it was a harsh decision from the referee?
Before I get to the red card, I want to mention that Man U actually lost that game for the red card.
Yeah.
Because in less than 3 minutes, Spurs
already scored them.
And if you watch the first half, I watched the first half. They dominated that game.
Exactly. Before the red card.
For my thoughts on the red card, for me, it was a violent conduct.
Okay.
The only reason I would have said that the coach would have been lenient on him is that it was as if Bruno was falling down, was sliding down. So it's possible that he mistakenly hit him. So you can just give him a yellow caution.
But he's not showing us. He was just
Bruno is Bruno.
Yeah, that's how he is.
That is BUBE I was telling in the studio while we were watching the match. I told her that whenever Bruno is not winning, whenever he's not winning, he always
exactly, very well.
Emotions control him. So when you make that kind of
mistake,
apologizing immediately, even though it might not do much, but
that would have given any yellow card.
Yes. So for me, his boot was actually raised, and according to the rules, it's a red card. The only thing I would have said is that, like I said, the ref would have been
give a yellow
since he was trying to fall. If he would have given that yellow, the VAR would have not checked anything. It would have just been a yellow card and they would have continued that match. The only thing I will add is that whether the red card or not, Man U would have eventually lost that match because they even played. It's as if they played better in the second half when they got that red card. So maybe their head really prepared. But when they were playing 11-11, that the midfield, you see they were losing duels. there were somebody, my fan would do trap ball before you know the Tottenham fan.
And collected it.
Yeah, I said fan, a Tottenham footballer, he has collected it. Passes, they were not completing passes. Everything about Manchester United was wrong. And it still boils down to what Emmanuel was saying. Their coach. There's no way you convince me that Man U has it.
No.
At the moment,
So forget the 2 cup or trophies he has gotten, but Man United does not have a coach, and the earlier they fix it,
the better for them.
Or if they don't fix it, they continue. Yes, if they don't fix it, they continue being a better club.
We all know that Man U fans.
You know, I'm here. I enjoy it. It gives me joy that they are losing.
Should create a hashtag on Twitter now.
It should be trending now. I don't see any future with him. I don't.
Because they are playing
from his signings.
They are actually, they will lose.
They will lose Aston Villa. From his signings to his in-game decisions to his lineups, I don't understand. Maybe they try something new. The only thing is that how many times will they try something new? But that would be a discussion for another day.
Please, I need you guys to drop one word for a Man U fan because they are going through a lot.
They should continue going through a lot. I enjoy seeing them go through a lot.
Okay. Okay, viewers, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. So right now we'll be going into the Champions League preview for the week, and we'll be starting with Arsenal PSG, and I'll be starting with you, Emmanuel. What do you think will happen in this game?
Well, very importantly, I will say that Arsenal is getting it right this time around.
Okay.
When it comes to the substitutes, the changes made in the last few matches, you will see that our goals always come in once those changes have been made. So it shows that our coach, Mikel Arteta, understands. He's beginning to understand match analysis in live matches now. So I think Arsenal is going to win the game.
Okay.
One, I watched the game between PSG and Girona. It was a lucky win for PSG. Okay. It was about 93 minutes thereabout, and PSG scored. But what the game between Arsenal and Atlanta? Yes, Atlanta missed a penalty. Yeah. But then you could see that Arsenal dominated that game because we had the quality of players more than Atlanta. The only key player Atlanta has is just Ademola Lookman. But then he did not really do exceptionally because there was nobody to pair. Like there was no key player.
With him.
Yeah, but when it comes to Arsenal, you have Saka there, you have Kalafuri, you have Declan Rice. You have a lot. Waneri is there. You have Sterling. So Arsenal has everything to beat Chelsea, and we are playing at home.
You're not playing Chelsea. Leave Chelsea.
Sorry, PSG. Forgive me, but I don't know why.
No. Leave Chelsea alone because I'm coming for you. Finish.
We are going to play Chelsea, and I don't think we will beat Chelsea, but that's another
okay.
But then PSG sounds like Chelsea, so that's why I said Arsenal will win PSG, and we will only win Chelsea. We will play Chelsea.
Okay.
So I think I'll give it an Arsenal a 2-1 win.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to that?
The only thing I say is that I like how he's vibrating in the studio because it's the same way he was vibrating against Atlanta. And I told him that Atlanta, they won't win Atlanta. It's going to be a draw. And at the end of the draw. This is PSG they're talking about. They're not talking about young boys, and they're not talking about an anyhow team. This is a PSG that has been in the Champions League. If I am not wrong, consistently for the last 3 Champions Leagues, PSG will always at least get to the semi-finals. I can remember that they have gone to the finals up to 2 times in the last 3 to 4 times. So they're not a team you can just say Arsenal will win. And Arsenal does not have the Champions League pedigree. I'm so sorry about that. And it's not banter. It's the truth. They can do anything they are doing in the league at the moment, but when it comes to the Champions League against a team like PSG, I don't think it's going to be an easy game the way they simplify it. For Arsenal. Arsenal might eventually win, but it's not going to be against Girona. Whether it took them 1 million hours, the fact is that they won their last game. Do your last game.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's it. So if you cannot win at Atlanta, why are you confident that you can win a PSG?
Yeah, because as it stands now, there's no okay. Look at PSG in their league. You see clubs like Reims, you see clubs like what's it called, Strasbourg. small clubs that on a normal day PSG will comfortably win them. We see PSG struggling.
But I feel like
are they topping their league or not?
They are, but in their last 5 games, PSG has conceded more than at least 2 goals in their last 5 matches in their league.
The way I am confident that Arsenal will not win this game, the way I was confident that Arsenal will not win that campaign.
Fine.
We'll
come back.
And it's not banter.
It's not banter.
But I wonder why anytime it comes to Arsenal, he's not being truthful.
No,
Chelsea is not here.
Your game against Leicester.
Chelsea is not here. So
you guys are turning it to banter.
No, it's not banter.
Your game
Chelsea is not here. Give us that
Leicester.
respect. Chelsea is not here. Give us that respect.
But your game against Leicester, I told you that is a game that Arsenal should comfortably win during the preview. But when I see your mates, when I see people I feel you can win, I say it. But I don't think you have gotten to the levels of PSG at the moment. You have not gotten there. You have not gotten there. You show us, win them. When you win them, I can give you that. Don't talk to me about respect that you're here. I have the Champions League 2 times. I will say it because you don't have it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. The only European trophy you got close to winning. Who collected it from you? It is a Chelsea with your player that you gave to us. So if you want me to banter, I wasn't bantering.
Okay.
I was telling you my thoughts.
Let's go to the next game of the week, the Champions League next game of the week, which is between Man City and Slovan Bratislava. So I'll be starting with you, Blaze. What do you think about those games?
Even though during the Premier League review, we talked about how Man City will eventually struggle this season because of some of the injuries they have. But I looked at the game that Slava played, the Champions League game they played last. It was against the Celtic, and they conceded 5 goals. It was a 5-1 win for Celtic. So I don't think they are going to do anything against Man City, even if Man City all their players are playing with 1 leg. So it's not just going to be
an easy win.
It will be an easy win for the festival of goals, because in this, the Champions League format these days, when you meet a small team, you better score them as much as you can, because your goal difference will continue to increase for you.
Alright, so let's look at the next game, which is between Aston Villa and Bayern Munich. Emmanuel, what do you have to say?
Well, I will say it's sorry for Aston Villa. Unfortunately, they are meeting Bayern. I mean,
unfortunately,
they are one of my favorites. They are one of my favorites Premier League. So I will say sorry because I'm a Premier League supporter, supporting an Arsenal team. But then this is football. You cannot compare Aston Villa to Bayern Munich. You can't. Definitely Bayern will win the game, but Aston Villa will want to pull a strong fight, and then they may get it. But I think Bayern Munich will get at least 3 goals in that game. At least a 3-1 win from that game.
Yeah, because of the kind of coach Aston Villa have, I'm not going to say it's going to be a very easy game for Bayern. Because even though Bayern is a more experienced team, the good team has won the Champions League. That's why Aston Villa is different from Arsenal, but that's not what I want to talk about.
Must you always do this?
So Bayern, Aston Villa has a more experienced coach.
Yeah,
because
they call him Europa specialist.
Yeah,
so
he's actually
European. He knows what he's the more experienced coach. For Bayern, they have a young coach. Like, even though he's doing well, but he's not as experienced as the Aston Villa coach. What I think about this, I think I agree with you, because with the kind of attacking players
Bayern has
currently,
they will score.
Eventually score as well this game. But it will be Aston Villa will put on a good fight. It will not be the kind of, it will not be like a Man City Slovan kind of match where Man City will hammer them. But I think it's a matter. Even if Bayern eventually plays, Man City will put up a good. Aston Villa will
put up a good fight. Okay, that's nice. So let's quickly look at the next game of the Champions League, which is between Liverpool and Bologna. So I'll be starting with you, as my Arsenal fan, Emmanuel. Please, what do you think about this game?
I wouldn't want to dwell much on that, because Bologna this is their first Champions League experience, and they drew their last game. I think from home they drew their last game, and they are coming to what's it called, Liverpool's Anfield to play against an experienced Liverpool.
No magic will happen. They are losing.
Eventually Liverpool will win because Liverpool is the more experienced team here and more, more tactful in the game of football. I'm going to give Liverpool 2-0 win.
Okay.
You're fair on them. I think it's going to be a hammering.
Festival of goals.
Liverpool is a scoring.
They are
a scoring team. If they can score, you will score.
Exactly.
So I don't think it's going to be a 2-0. I think it should be more than that 2-0. 3-0 at least. Because at least they're Champions League. For them to be in the Champions League, they are champions. But I don't think it's a game that they can. What is a ball now? I mean, do you hear them?
What's bringing Man U in this?
I must.
Okay, quickly, let's look at the next game, which is between Barcelona and Young Boys. So I'll be starting with you.
You call them Young Boys, you continue to be Young Boys. So, Barca lost their last game.
Yes.
Because of red card.
And they also lost their Champions League last game against Monaco. Because of that red card. I don't think going into this match they want to
again,
especially when they are playing Young Boys. Emmanuel last game he scored and he didn't really celebrate because he was busy. I wonder the kind of anger he'll be using to go into the Young Boys.
Okay, that's nice. So I'm sorry, Emmanuel, what do you think about Bayern Leverkusen AC Milan game?
Well, AC Milan, Bayern Leverkusen is the big boys there. I won't, kind of, because the last game against I think Dortmund, the last game and they won from they came like they were the visiting team rather, and they won 2-0. AC Milan played against Liverpool and they lost. They scored first and then Liverpool and then they won 3-1. So I don't see AC Milan being interested by Leverkusen because they are coming as a visiting team this time around, and while Leverkusen they are at home. I think their last game against Bayern Munich, I don't know if actually it ended a draw. They won the game. They draw. So it shows that while Leverkusen they are actually a team to watch out for in this Champions League. They are a team to watch out for.
The thing I would have added is that AC Milan, even though you have said that Bayern at the moment is the more informed team.
When you
look at Champions League history,
it's stick my mind.
AC Milan has at least 7 Champions League. I think after Real Madrid is AC Milan and Liverpool that have the same Champions League. So when it comes to the Champions League, give them their respect. Even though they lost the way they lost against Liverpool, but at the moment when you look at
they are not in form,
you will go for Bayern Leverkusen
to win
that match. The only thing I'll be adding to what he has said already about them winning it is that I want to see my guy, the comrade, Victor Boniface. I want to see him score in the Champions League. The last game in the Champions League, he wasn't able to score, even though he had a very good game. I want to see him
score with his unique celebration style.
It's not just going to bring happiness to his face, it's going to bring happiness to me and a lot of Nigerians
as well. Okay, lastly, let's look at Madrid-Lille game. And I'll be starting with you, my guy. Blaze, what do you think about this game?
Madrid.
Madrid again.
Even though Lille in their league, the French league, they try in the league, but it's Madrid.
Meeting the masters of Champions League.
It's Madrid. Don't worry, when we get to the point where Madrid gets their mates, I can now calm down and break down.
Now just Hala Madrid.
It's Lille, so
Hala Madrid. Okay, lovely viewers, this is how we'll be coming to the end of the show. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, we are begging you together. Click on the subscribe button, drop your comments on the comment section, and don't forget to click on the notification button for more interesting and future episodes. Okay, guys, see you guys in our next episode.
Kupama.